Hi, this is Trish from the Trivium Group, and today we're going to go over the anatomy of a good and a bad listing and some areas of opportunity that we can cover to improve your bad listing and allow you to improve your conversion rate. All right. All right, let's go ahead and start off with an example of an objectively bad Amazon listing and cover some areas of opportunity. So when I take a look at this brand's creative assets, I'm not seeing a ton of images, no videos. So they're not really capitalizing off of the entirety of the amount of creative assets that they can add here that Amazon would allow. This section is really important because it's the first thing that your prospective customers will see right off the bat upon clicking through your product detail page. So it's really important to have an ample amount of lifestyle images in conjunction with infographics that go over your product's key features, benefits, all of your selling points. You want to be able to hit within these images because the goal is to get your prospective customers to convert right upon taking a look at your main creative assets. Because a lot of the time, your prospective customers tend to be on the more visual side. They potentially might skip over your ad copy in this section. So there needs to be an ample amount of carryover with the benefits that you're hitting and you're highlighting in your ad copy to your secondaries. We'll go over shortly how to further refine these secondary images down here. But let's first start off with going over split testing. So this is a pretty basic image, a primary main image of their product against a white background. It conforms to Amazon standards. That's great. But we highly recommend constantly split testing your main images, discern what kind of creatives will yield the best click-through rate for you. And the more that you can maximize your click-through rate, the more traffic is redirected to your listing. And the more traffic redirected to your listing, the more conversions you'll most likely be able to acquire, which is pretty much where the importance of split testing lies. So you never really know how a creative will perform, how a creative initiative will perform unless you do your split testing. So when we take a look at an example of a really good Amazon listing, this is Hard Work Electrolytes from MMA Nutrition. And as you can see, their primary main image has nuanced visuals of the product itself in conjunction with visuals of their flavor, perhaps your hero ingredients, any kind of way that you can make your primary main image more aesthetically pleasing and more visually enticing to attract more prospective customers to your product detail page is a great way to be able to drive more traction. So I can see this brand has different flavors available within their arsenal for this product. So perhaps testing out different nuanced visuals of these flavors, such as like a lemon or a watermelon on the side in conjunction with the product itself, will perhaps make it more aesthetically pleasing. It's definitely worth testing out just to see if it'll yield more traffic for this brand. Now, within these secondary images, I'm not really seeing that lights go branding touch, and you want to make sure that you are implementing and encompassing more of your branding touch across all of your creative assets, whether it's in the form of a logo or a color scheme that's evident all throughout. This is the best way to promote brand cohesiveness, make your listing a little bit more put together, and it also further differentiates your brand amongst an overall niche of saturated competitors. So that's a great way to drive more conversions and make your listing look a little bit more put together. As you can see with MMA Nutrition over here, they've got these beautiful white and red accents uniformly evident all throughout, which pretty much makes their listing look a little bit more cohesive. You can see the color scheme encompassing the MMA Nutrition branding touch just evident all throughout, whether it's in the infographics or the background colors. That is definitely a great way to be able to increase your conversion rate further. Here at Trivium, what we do for our clients is to do incremental improvements within their secondary images as well to also bump up your conversion rate. So there's a lot of need for improvement here. And outside of encompassing more of that Lights Go branding touch across all of these images, you could perhaps revise this supplement facts label and make sure that it's perhaps attached to a more visually enticing infographic, just to showcase this in a more eye-catching and appealing way. And those are some little things that you can do to further spruce up this section of your listing. And definitely adding more lifestyle image coverage of the demographic that you're specifically targeting in different contexts and settings that's applicable, like the gym, for example, happy, glowing, active individuals enjoying consuming your product at the gym, or perhaps while they're on the go on a run, just to showcase how convenient your product is in different types of contexts and settings, how you can take it on the go. Lifestyle images have a great hand in being able to increase CVR, so I would definitely double up on more lifestyle images here in conjunction with infographics that go over this product's features. Customers buy benefits, so you want to make sure that you are highlighting all the benefits of your product, whether it's being able to facilitate hydration or a better electrolyte balance within the body. These are great things to be able to add within your infographic coverage to be able to really highlight all of those benefits to entice prospective customers to commit to buying your product. So when we take a look back at MMA Nutrition's listing, you can see they've got a secondary image that does a pretty good job on breaking down all of these different benefits about their product. And if you've got any differential features like diet restrictive keywords, like being soy free, dairy free, and gluten free, these are all great things to be able to add within your arsenal of creatives to be able to highlight that, because the demographics that you're specifically targeting is what you basically want to pander to upon increasing coverage in your main images. And since active individuals are some of the most discerning demographics and health conscious individuals on Amazon, you want to be able to make sure that you are highlighting all of the key features that they may want to be able to see. That also helps you be further set apart from your overall niche of competitors that are potentially at a lower price point or have higher star ratings and reviews. The more differential characteristics that you've got that no other competitor has potentially on Amazon, you want to be able to highlight those things and emphasize them within your creative assets, because that'll make a prospective customer think of why they should buy your product among other competitors at the price point that you've got. All right. Back to MMA Nutrition's listing over here, this is definitely a much better way to feature a supplement facts label in conjunction with other nutrition facts that your demographic would specifically find useful upon taking a look at the main images. Especially in the rare occasion that they might not scroll further down to take a look at your more comprehensive premium A+ content, it's really important to really hit all of your selling points and differential features and your benefits of your product right upon taking a look at your main creative assets. And something that we would also do is make sure that you're adding a video ad here, especially if it's a review video from any of your social media platforms from customers. It can function as great social proof and also helps further legitimize your product to help drive more conversion. So I'd also make sure that you're not only capitalizing the entirety of this ad space by adding images, but also add review videos in your main creative arsenal. All right. Now, taking a look at the listing title over here, something that we would also do is do continual improvements within a brand's SEO in their product detail page. So based on the latest search term trends and through our refined and exhaustive keyword research process, we make sure that we are constantly adding high search volume keywords that encompasses your product within your overall niche to make sure that you're always ranking higher organically and being favored by the Amazon algorithm based on these latest search term trends. So you never want to be lagging behind competition in that manner. Outside of that, I'm also noticing that this brand has these initial phrases over here that's pretty much repeated all throughout all of these bullet points. And although it has great keywords in here to be able to index for, in comparison to MMA Nutrition over here, they've got these capitalized initial phrases that highlights the key features and benefits of their product, which makes it a lot easier and digestible for a prospective customer to double down on all of these different features and benefits right off the bat, right upon taking a look at it. So this is something that you want to do. You want to segregate some initial phrases in each bullet point to allow a prospective customer's eye to dart right onto those key features and benefits right off the bat without having to read the entirety of each of these bullet points. Because as I've mentioned, people tend to be on the more visual side and they might skip over your ad copy, and you don't want them to miss out on any kind of elaborate detail, about your product to get them to commit to buying it. Outside of that, you'll also notice that MMA Nutrition has a subscribe and save coupon over here. And it looks like this brand is not at all enrolled in subscribe and save despite being a consumable product. This is something that we would implement for this brand to drive more recurring purchases and help increase lifetime value of a customer. So any kind of coupon, percentage off, discount, especially with strike through pricing on the back end of your listing, will allow you to help drive more conversions. Now, when I move further down, I'm seeing a ton of sponsored product ads taking up space from competitors down here. And the way to be able to kick off as many competitors as possible off of your listing is by increasing your branded ad real estate. And you can do that through a myriad of different ways. If you've got interrelated products and you're interested in bundling up some of your products, you could potentially feature a nice little virtual bundle on your listing to take up more branded ad space. And premium A+ content coverage is also immensely crucial for you to take up more branded ad real estate, kick off more competitors, and also further be able to market your product in a visually enticing fashion. So this brand has 0 premium A+ content coverage, which is definitely a no-no and makes it a little bit of a bad Amazon listing. So to rectify that, we would definitely establish a brand story on top of your premium A+ content, and we'd also make sure that we are maximizing the creative initiatives that you are implementing within their Amazon product detail page, so that you'll be able to take up more branded ad space and be able to add more lifestyle images, infographic coverage that goes over and in a more comprehensive way all of the product's features, benefits. This can all help be able to further entice prospective customers to buy your product. So as you can see, and you might have noticed, that there are just a limited amount of images and infographics that you can add up top within your main creative assets. So you want to be a little bit more comprehensive and elaborate about your product's benefits down here. So this is your opportunity to do that. And you can hit 2 birds in 1 stone at the same time, take up more ad real estate, kick off more competitors. As I've mentioned, we would definitely set up and establish a brand story with the brand's mission, vision, value proposition, and a nice link to the storefront. It's the one ad space on Amazon where no other competitor can take up any ad real estate, so it's worth highlighting within your listing. So we'd also make sure that you're set up. As I've mentioned earlier, premium A+ content coverage definitely makes for a better Amazon listing, makes it more aesthetically pleasing and visually enticing. And this is something that we also make sure to do for our clients. We've seen sales growth for brands of up to 30% just by helping increase and maximizing the creative initiatives that they're trying out within their premium A+ content. We can go over all of your product's benefits a little bit more comprehensively and elaborately in this section. We can add a video ad at the bottom to take up more branded ad space. And for this brand specifically, we can definitely set this up with a nice little brand story, more premium A+ content coverage, an FAQ section perhaps for a more immersive shopping experience. Taking a look further down, this brand also has 0 reviews and ratings, which is definitely a huge no-no because Amazon is a comparison shopping tool. This is one of the most crucial sectors of your listing. It's what most prospective customers would base their decision on whether they should choose your brand among an overall niche of saturated competitors. So you want to make sure that you're keeping up a constant stream of 5 stars. So what we would do for this brand is, through our review service, allow them to garner more reviews and ratings. And we've also got a negative review removal service should you incur some critical reviews that can negatively impact your CVR. Now we're moving on to another example of a bad listing on Amazon. This is a clipboard type of product. And as you can see, there's only one image over here, which is basically just the primary main image. No videos, no other visual coverage here, no storefront. no listing descriptions that will allow them to index more favorably for more high search volume keywords, zero brand story, no premium A plus content coverage whatsoever, and only one global rating. So this is definitely not as enticing for a prospective customer. I would most likely not buy this product in comparison to a much better alternative over here from one of its top competitors in the clipboard niche. As you can see, they're really taking up the entirety of this ad space, adding an ample amount of images, lifestyle images, and infographics, and even a nice little video ad to really boost that conversion rate. And as you can see, they've definitely got more premium A plus content coverage. I would choose this product over this clipboard product over here any day of the week, just because it doesn't have any premium A plus content coverage, no selling points to really convince me to buy this product over this other competitor. So this product may be infinitely much better over this other product, but you would never know because there's no infographic coverage telling me all of the key features and benefits I can leverage from this product, any kind of information that showcases how specifically durable it is, how it can stand the test of time. It could be infinitely much better over this other product, but they are marketing this product a lot better with adding an ample amount of images and infographics that go over all of its features. So this is pretty much where the importance of improving your listing lies, because as I've mentioned, prospective customers tend to be on the more visual side, and they will take in all of these factors to ultimately base their decision off of which product and which brand to go for. Something that we would also do for our clients is to go into this nice little section on Data Dive called Listing Builder, where we can see this listing ranking juice leaderboard. And as we can see, our bad product detail page over here is pretty much positioned at the 5th spot. And it's got a ton of other competitors preceding it with a higher listing quality score, which makes them most likely to be favored by the Amazon algorithm when it comes to ranking higher organically. So what we do is take a look at some high search volume keyword opportunities, high ranking juice keyword opportunities over here that we can augment its ad copy with so that it can get ahead of some of these competitors on the leaderboard. So I went ahead and plugged in the listing title of the brand in question. And one thing that I would do is take a look at the keyword selection, see what kind of keywords aren't already incorporated within the listing title, and see how we can incorporate it within their ad copy overall. I'm going to go ahead and add low profile clipboard down here because it is including a low profile clip that makes it a lot easier to fit into any kind of bag. So its ease of storage is the reason why this keyword theme has a ton of search volume and ranking juice, because a lot of prospective customers want that convenience and something that they can take on the go. So I'm going to go ahead and incorporate that in this listing. Profile clipboard. There's also a ton of context-specific keyword themes in here, like office. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in here as well. We can just write down clipboard for office. And just by executing those SEO improvements and augmenting some high search volume keywords within your listing title, when we take a look back at the leaderboard, we bumped you up a couple of positions, effectively beating out Amazon Basics over here and TradeQuest, and pretty much increasing your listing quality score by a whopping 43,000 to a grand total of 947,000. And this is something that we can do for you continually so that we can improve your SEO and allow you to rank higher organically based on the latest search term trends. As we also do some improvements within your bullet points, I'm positive we can get you at the top of the leaderboard. So this is something that we do for clients as a regular initiative to make sure that they are ahead of the latest search term trends relative to their competitors, so they can also be favored by the Amazon algorithm further. If you find our content insightful and helpful, please do hit like, share, and subscribe to our channel Trivium Group for more content like this.